Music Monday is the Insect Edition with Sunny Hill's The Grasshopper Song.
Martina and I love this song and music video. It's a very catchy song and we like how the beat almost sounds like a marching army, which is mirrored in the video when the ants look like they're working to the beat of the song.
And the set for this video was pretty damn cool. It was vibrant and dynamic with cameras literally breaking through walls into new colorful areas. And the costumes were also really clever takes on humans as insects. Loved the cute little stick out bums that the ants had and how the grasshoppers were often playing or holding musical instruments.
While we're often used to music videos getting in the way of the meaning of a song by being confusing or just totally unrelated, this video by Sunny Hill sets a profound example of how music videos potentially can be made. This whole video was exceptionally well crafted, with lots of smart details that not only complement but also enhance the meaning of the song. We haven't been this excited to analyze a video since Brown Eyed Girl's Cleansing Cream. This video was so rife with symbolism that when we first saw it, our English lit student minds exploded.
Oh god! Do you see the symbolism of that banana? Oh, so good!
Oh my god, look at this empty home. There are so many metaphors there.
It's wooden!
Oh my god. I just alliterated in my pants.
Oh, you're right. Green grapes do grow gruesomely.
Onomatopoeia.
Postmodern deconstructive analysis of counterculture. Oh yeah. Literacy for life. The video begins with the narrator introducing us to the ant and the grasshopper, and suggesting that we already know them through Aesop's fable. He points out that the ant is a very good worker and he stores lots of food, and has also won a lot of exemplary citizen awards. But then the narrator goes on to explain that this story will be from the perspective of the grasshopper, and it puts a new twist on the moral of Aesop's original story.
So the original fable praises the ant for its work ethic and for its gathering of food, and looks down on the grasshopper who, when winter comes, dies of starvation because of his lack of hard work. Moral of the Aesop story is simple.
Work hard or die! Then your dummy. Touch it. Yay.
Now, the problem with the original story is that A, it doesn't suggest a limit to how much somebody should work, and B, instills the fear of suffering and death if one does not work excessively hard. But questions such as,
Is the ant happy? Does he have tons of stuff that hates his life? Does he really need all that stuff to be happy?
aren't raised because happiness is not called into question. Nothing matters apart from working and earning sugar.
The lyrics and video for the song address this issue through the perspective of the grasshopper, who is trying to convince the ant that there's more to life than just work. The lyrics point this out to the ant by saying that he is living out the same pattern every day, and that the ant is delaying his happiness. Now, you don't have to fully understand the lyrics in order to appreciate the video, which includes some really vivid imagery to get his point across. At the beginning of the video, you see the worker ant working very diligently at his bike, and being rewarded with a bag of sugar for his hard work, while the other ants beside him look unhappy and bored. Turns out that there are other ways to survive, to get paid, to get your bags of sugar, and there is a life outside of work. The ant is going to discover this through the grasshopper.
Right after the bike, aka hamster wheel scene, we're opened up to a dark room with bright paint splattered everywhere. This is directly followed up by the walls being knocked down to reveal the grasshoppers dancing and singing. Then you see the hardworking ant's room being filled up with all the sugar he's earned. But, and this really is the turning point for him, while he's working, he's staring at the TV, and on TV is the grasshopper, and he's totally engrossed by her.
Afterwards, he steps out of his box and walks into the world of grasshoppers, and sees a world of color and artsiness and creativity and culture and energy. Now, this is also where my favorite detail of the video occurs. Did you get a close look at the magazines that they were reading? You see headlines like sexiest celebrities, real life dramas, and my favorite, interview with sexy grasshopper. But, did you see the name of that one magazine? It's Play Grasshopper. Now, from my understanding, this seems to be a play on Playboy or Playgirl, which might explain why the grasshopper is spread eagle on the cover. Did I just witness the cover of a grasshopper nudie magazine? Because if I did, I really want to know what Miss January looks like. More importantly, he sees both grasshoppers and ants getting sugar or getting paid in ways that he's unaccustomed to. They're not working in the box the way that he's working, and yet they're still surviving and thriving.
But when he tries to get sugar from them, he's very quickly dragged away and thrown back into the world of his cubicle work. At the end of the video, he realizes, this isn't the way I want to live my life. So with a small pack on his back, he decides to leave his job, leave all that he's hoarded up in his small room, and decides to go out into the world to explore it with his new grasshopper companion, who I think he was making out with under that umbrella.
Insectsy, hey.
Now, is this video really about two insects? How many people have found themselves stuck in jobs they don't like to pay for stuff that they don't really need? Does this mean that having a job will make you absolutely miserable? Absolutely not. But it does suggest that there's more to life than just working and gathering. Being a grasshopper might mean getting less sugar than an ant, but less sugar might result in more happiness and freedom.
Now, there are definitely shades of gray between hardworking ants and carefree grasshoppers. Now, you don't have to go old Tyler Durden Fight Club to free yourself from the worker ant's lifestyle, nor do you have to be an extremely very bohemian grasshopper. And we don't think that the song is asking you to take either extreme. I think it's more of a matter to like snap people out of their hardworking lifestyle and ask them what they're working so hard for. We don't have to be miserable in the present for the sake of the future. We should try and find a balance between work and play. Now, Sunny Hill aren't necessarily showing off their dance moves with things that are going to blow your mind. Instead, it seems like the dance moves are also somewhat symbolic and add to the message of the song. To us, the main part of the dance move looked kind of like an overloaded robot. They start out slow with kind of like a gear turning head movement, but then slowly it gets like faster and faster and crazier looking. And the main chorus of the song also has the dance moves that looks like mimes pushing up against an invisible wall. These invisible walls, they are the limits that the ants are putting upon themselves. After all, aren't these limits put upon themselves invisible? Which is symbolic through the invisible wall dance. And all right, I'm gonna stop being symbolic now and let's just move on. Fun times!
For starters, we really want to thank Low End Entertainment for putting the English lyrics to the song in the info box in the YouTube video. Really, that's so amazing because it's an acknowledgement of your international fans. And I, for one, would like to express my appreciation for it with his little dance. That was my little dance. We would love to see more of this in the future. But, and I know this is gonna be awkward, but as for the English of the song, we give this a 4 out of 5. I don't really want to say this, but the chorus did confuse the R's and L's for ring, ring, ring. The chorus of ring, ring, ring sounds like ling, ling, ling. And I know that R's and L's are notoriously difficult to pronounce for Koreans, similar to how the Korean equivalent is difficult for English speakers to pronounce. So we only docked them 1 mark because it wasn't the actual name of their song.
Last week we asked you who was the bigger drama queen, June in M Black's This Is War, or All of 2 AM in Like Crazy. And the winner was definitely June. Everyone's like, well, he killed himself, and that was pretty dramatic. True. 2 AM, you should be ashamed, you're crying to nothing. Nothing!
For this week's Insexual edition, we ask you which insect video you preferred. Sunny Hill's the Grasshopper, or G-Dragon's Butterfly. Leave your votes in the comments or in our Facebook poll and we'll announce our winners next week. Also, thanks to everybody who requested Sunny Hill this week. If there's a video you want to see for next week's Music Monday, head on over to eatyourkimchi.com/Kpop charts and get voting. Lastly, don't forget to like and favorite this video and to subscribe for more Music Mondays. Take it away, Spudgy.